Welcome to Sugar Daddy's podcast, where we get real about love, money, and everything in between. I'm your host, Namon Jones, here with my co-host, Diopla Sample. What's up, D?
What's going on, Namon?
Man, they say love don't cost a thing, but what about companionship?
Hey, man, we just two grown-ass men having real talk, making real connections.
Welcome to another episode of Sugar Daddy's podcast. That's right, Sugar Daddy's with a Z. I'm your host, Big Daddy. I'm here with my homeboy, Magnificent. What's up, baby?
What's up, Big Daddy?
Man, how you doing, man?
I'm blessed.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't complain.
Week
man.
been going all right?
Yeah, I've been kind of flowing.
Yeah.
Just going, doing my thing.
Well, you know what I've been doing, man. I've been getting prepared for our podcast. Been doing a lot of research.
That's it.
Been on social, man. Something came to me.
What's that?
Man, I come across a lot of fake profiles, but beyond the fake profiles, man, fake people.
Oh, hold up. Hold up. Hold up. So let me say this. We live in Atlanta. Okay.
But, bro, even beyond Atlanta, though, I want to talk about the luxury lives for real. Like,
Yeah.
when women fake the lifestyle online, you know what I mean? They flexing for the feed. That's what I want to kind of walk through, man. Like, when did, your feed and information that you put on social become the new relationship resume? You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, man. Well,
like,
you got social media giving standards to a lifestyle that was never built around or designed for. The lifestyle, so social media exposes.
right.
It brings awareness.
But beyond that, though, but we know that, right?
Yeah.
But why are you lying on the web? Why are you lying on the platform? You flexing.
So watch it. Because the lie has become the standard.
Ooh.
So now, since the lie is the standard, 99.9% of the people who post on social media only post good things, great things.
Yeah, the illusion of it all.
That's right. So this whole idea, this fantasy, okay? You can see, as a matter of fact, I was scrolling through my feed the other day, and I ran across a lady, man, gorgeous, beautiful. Oh, man, she was amazing. I looked to see how many people were following, then I looked at the comments to see how many people was engaging. And because she was beautiful, it was mainly men that was responding. She had about 11,000 followers, but she was, but every picture was a picture where she was making sure she was glamorized and beautiful. Man, I want to know what the hell you look like when you get out the shower. You don't wash your hair. You got your head tied up.
But even before we go there with the makeup and all the filters and all that stuff, let's just talk about even the women who fake the lifestyle. I see a bunch of women on yachts. I see a bunch of women flexing with the purses, and a bunch of women out there, what's happening with that? Is it all fake?
Well, it may not be all fake, but a good majority of it is.
You know what I call that?
Imposter syndrome.
Oh, that's called clout leasing. Clout leasing. When you got people online and they renting the car, but they flexing for the photo. They own a yacht. They doing all those things. They flexing, for the likes and for the photo. Man, that's clout leasing.
Yeah.
You leasing what you got for the clout, for the status. Man, it's so fake.
Well, so yes, it is fake. However, to the person viewing it, they don't know.
Right.
And so the illusion, going back to that, is is forecasted in a way that I want you to believe that this is my plane, even though I'm sitting in this chair and I don't own it. I want you to believe that this is my Rolls Royce. I'm trying to create a belief in you based on bullshit, okay, of a lifestyle I'm not even living.
Right. And that's just it. So if you clout leasing, but you say that, you know, you want to jump into, you know, a lifestyle, right? But you lying about it the whole time. My question is, why? Why? Why are you lying about the lifestyle?
Wait. But the other question is, why not?
Well, we can argue both sides. So you tell your why not. This will be good. Tell your why not. I'll tell my why.
I mean, well, okay, so why not lie? I'm not condoning that. I'm just only
No, but
giving the
I like taking both approaches.
antithetical situation, right?
Yeah.
So why not would be if what I'm portraying to be is going to gain me access to followers, engagement, which equates to money, okay? Because a lot of times that happens on social media. Then it's a pathway to freedom, because you got so many people who lived the lie on social media and they made it. They made it. And I probably can name a few. I'm going through my Rolodex right now just to think about who some of these people are. But my point is, you got a lot of people on social media, like even with rapping. Like, man, I can't think of his name, but you got rappers who became famous as a result of rapping on social media.
I get that. But even them rapping on social media still was operating a gift. It wasn't fake. Here's my why of the why. The reason why they do it is for all those things you just named. You're absolutely correct. That's why they do it. And pretty much their why not in the terms of that's why they do it, right?
Right.
My why of why they shouldn't do it is what I'll go, the angle I'll go at, is because it's deeper than that, right? First of all, if you got to your point of a woman online, it's fake as shit and all that stuff that she's doing is fake, but yet she put it all on profiles, dating sites, social profiles, the whole nine, and then you go to date her, the shit fall off because you fake, right? Because you live in this fake lifestyle, but then when you are if you're offered the opportunity to get into the lifestyle, you don't know how to handle it. That's why it don't last. To me, that shit is not sustainable. It ain't sustainable.
Well, over long term, it's not. But what it does is it invites a lot of activity.
I like that. It's It's a temporary fix.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For long term pain.
I get that.
For long term pain.
Fix.
Watch this. Even though, because most people who are posting, it's a lot of people posting.
Yeah,
I mean, every day, all
day long.
And that ain't got 9 followers. Okay?
But they're doing it.
And so you can't knock that part of it, but the point is, when you say why are they doing it, it's to become famous.
Yeah.
They want to be wealthy. It's because of this lifestyle that's been created. See, you only saw a wealthy lifestyle before social media on TV. Or
that's right.
Someone.
HBO, the late night TV.
If you knew someone that was wealthy, maybe you passed down wealthy down the street, to a wealthy neighborhood. You went to a wealthy neighborhood, you saw it. But other than that, you didn't see it. Now you got it at the palm of your hands. Mm-hmm. So you can go right to your phone. As soon as I can go to IG right now and click it on. When I do, man, I see nothing but what I've been looking at. Mm-hmm. Okay?
Yeah.
I happened to click on the other day a tongue that came out so long and went around that. Now I got another feed, another bunch of tongues. So I just keep clicking on it. God damn.
The algorithm picked you up.
Yeah, I'm just like, I only look at one tongue, That went down like a lizard, came back, and this girl touched her nose with her tongue.
I get a lot of on my feed. I get a lot of women, that's posing. A lot of women that a lot of followers because they got banging ass bodies. They beautiful and all that kind of stuff, right?
Yeah.
But again, I that's their way of life. That's their way of guess doing what they do. However, my question still remains is how much of it is fake? Especially when you're trying to reach out, if you're trying to establish something, or if it's a dating site or whatever it is, that fake shit will get you in trouble, man. I just don't like the instability of it. It's not sustainable by any means.
Well, I mean, understanding and knowing that people posting their best self.
Yeah.
Okay. It rather do you have someone like you and I and others who are transparent, that really tell their real story.
That's right.
And exposing themselves. Everybody have something to protect, and most people that want to protect their image,
Yep.
are afraid to become vulnerable, and they don't understand that vulnerability is one of the keys to being successful. People want to know how in the hell you come out the mud to become a millionaire. Mm-hmm. How did you get out of the bind to become a billionaire? Mm-hmm. What did you do? Like, if you don't ever tell your story, okay? And so what people don't know is you can look at a person and like they say in church, you see my glory, but you don't know my story.
Hallelujah. That's right. Well, listen, let me say this. Ladies, if your lifestyle disappears when the cameras are off, then is it really your lifestyle? That's the question. Like, it costs you something when you lie. You know what I mean? When it's fake. And that's that's the hard part, man. It's like, what's the cost of the cap? If you got a cap about your lifestyle, there's something that's associated with it. You follow what I'm saying?
Man, I think the ultimate cost of the cap is pain.
Well, let's even before we go to the pain, or even before we get to the pain, what I mean by the cost of the cap, they fake, but you fly them out. You fly them out, and it costed you. The men that they fall for the illusion.
Yeah. Well, falling for the illusion of someone. Now, the whole idea of the fantasy is always good in the beginning. It depends on how far you want that to go, right? Because relationships have different stages. And we know first 6 months, man, you honeymooning. I mean, I don't care what's going on. You don't know her, she don't know you, and y'all just having a great time. But then the next 6 months, things start to kind of get a little bit more intimate, and it's more serious. Mm-hmm. Because now you get to see who I am. You get to see that my patience might not be as long as you thought they were the first 6 months. I might want you to sit down and shut the fuck up. I might. Mm-hmm. Okay? You might want me to sit down and shut the fuck up. Okay? Because why? Because we are entering into these different phases of the relationship. Because that's ultimately what we're talking about.
Yeah. No, I get that. And the thing is that it does all cost. Yeah. Right? Because if I done dated your fucking replica or the representative that you sent, so for the first 3 to 6 months, I'm getting to know you, but I'm spending money based off of the lifestyle that you've been faking. I'm doing all this shit. I'm financing. I'm flying you. I'm doing all this shit, and you've been fake. Like, I fell for it. I fell for it. It's just like if a man were to buy a woman a fake Louis bag, a fake Chanel bag, and they fall for this shit when they find out, what's that feeling like?
Well,
what's that feeling like?
Betrayal.
So that's how I feel about when I look at the profiles online and shit, and they reach out our DMs, and they talking all about how, they looking for a sugar daddy, or they this way or that way, and I'm looking at their lifestyle, I'm looking at all that shit. And then you invest, man. You fly them out, and you wine and dine them. You do all that shit they want to do. And It's Biggie would say, it was all a dream. You know what I mean?
But you look at time,
Yeah.
energy, effort. Like, it's a lot that go into that.
The
when
cost
you
of the
are-
cap, man.
Yeah,
God
man.
dog, it costs
It's
you.
a lot. That's why you got to make sure you are selective about who it is that you choose to deal with when it comes to this sugar daddy, sugar baby, or any type of relationship, because you finna give a part of yourself away.
You ever fell for the illusion?
Hell yeah.
What happened?
Um, After I saw who the person was, based upon my experience and going through, I decided. I mean, there's several relationships I've been through where it was an illusion. I walked away. I walked away. I've been through 2 marriages, 10 years apiece, and both of them, I walked away.
Yeah,
They
but
didn't
was it
leave
because
me.
of the illusion?
The first one wasn't. The second one was. Because you can paint yourself to be this noble person, this upright person, but behind it, because my previous marriage, I was married to a narcissistic person. Okay, and I only discovered she was narcissistic after we divorced. Okay, when doing my own research and finding out that I had some of those qualities as well, I ended up attracting another one.
Ooh, that's a cost, ain't it though?
Man, did you?
So that's what I'm saying.
Let me-
So think about what we're talking about, right? What does that cost you, bro?
but
The cost of the cap.
yeah, but it could cost you your health. It could cost you your peace. It can cost you your money. Like things that mean something to you can cost you when you jail or you yoke up with the wrong person. Watch this. For the sake of saying you love them or they love you, love ain't enough. Love
Tina
ain't
Turner
enough.
said that.
It ain't. Love ain't enough.
Shit.
And sometimes,
What's love got to do with it,
some,
man?
hey, man, listen.
Ain't enough. Like for real, I'm hearing you on that, bro. Like, because man, when it start costing you, now I'm not just talking about monetarily. Yeah, understand what I'm saying. When you, to use your term scripturally, when you yoke up with somebody,
Yeah.
and you yoke up with somebody, it was fake, it was on an illusion.
Well,
It hurt you in the long run.
so here
Here.
it is. You get heartbroken. Watch this.
Easily.
But watch this. But if God have to break your heart to fix your vision, let him do it.
Yeah, God could do it.
So watch it. If she break your heart, God trying to correct where you going and how you gonna get there.
Yeah.
Because she was never meant to be on that journey. So you got to watch out for them spirits. Delilah, Jezebel, you got to watch out for. However,
Reverend Magnificent.
Yeah, okay. Stop me.
It's still expensive.
It
Is the point. You are absolutely correct, man, because we spirit believing.
But what's the cost of heartbreak?
But that's, man, no, it ain't about the cost of the heartbreak. It's what the heartbreak costs you. Like the cost of it, meaning that heartbreak, man, that's heavy. That's a heavy price to pay. I don't want my heart broken, man. That shit don't feel good.
Man, I don't want no pain.
Like, but
want
that's what
no
I mean.
pain,
Those are cost factors.
Yeah.
Those are your mental,
but-
your fucking peace.
Okay, but
cost
now
factors.
watch it. But in order to grow, you got to go through something.
Get that. We get that. We talking about, but hold on. Bullshit. Get that. Yes. We talking about, though, the fake ass profiles that causes the pain. That's what we're really talking about.
Yeah.
I get all of that. That's the learning curve. That's the maturity. That's all that shit that's valid. 100% on board. But we're talking about the shit that causes you pain.
Hold up. Well, think who is the first goddamn social media platform that came out with filters? Thank them. Because they're the motherfuckers that put it so that a woman or a man can take blemishes out of his face.
All
and
that,
make
though,
you
man.
look like you ain't like. Let me tell you something. I saw a profile, And I could not believe that the lady that was standing in front of me, that was her.
That's the point. But I'm talking about when it costs your mental, your peace, right? Those factors that you can't put a dollar value on, man.
Yeah.
Like to your point of you see somebody online, they dolled all up with the filters and all that shit, and then you get excited to see them, and then you start building a relationship before you see them. You start talking online, you building up the anticipation of seeing them, all of that shit, right?
Yeah.
You build up some type of a relationship. That's why what's that show that exists? Catfish? I used to say to myself watching some of that shit, I'm like, how in the hell
Did you fall for that?
did you fall for that bullshit? But it ain't far-fetched when you again, we talked about it earlier on this same fucking segment. Social media is now the resume for fucking relationships.
Well, it is. It's one of them. But you also have, it put me in the mind of jailhouse relationships. Like, that's a big thing on social media where you got a whole lot of women that have married men that are incarcerated, and some of them ain't never coming home.
But here's the thing. But they ain't faking though. They know it. At least they know it.
But my point is, it's still a part of the, like, when I think of fake, I think of, we got a relationship, and if you incarcerate, you probably ain't gonna ever, and you ain't never getting that, we ain't never gonna be together. Mm. If that ain't fake, I don't know what to say.
Well, it ain't even they ain't gonna be together because some of them get married.
Conjugal visits.
Yeah, well, some of them do get married and have conjugal visits, and they enter into a relationship. And the thing about that, what makes that different is, at least if I date a woman that's in jail, in prison, whatever, I have relationship expectations. I know I'm writing you, you're writing back. I'm in your pen pal. I'm gonna come and visit you on the visitation day. I'm put money in your books. We got conjugal. That's different. That's different because I know the truth. I'm talking about the one straight up. You know you a little bit overweight and chubby and shit, but you put that filter on that you are, or vice versa. If you're a man that's into big women or whatever it is, right? No shame on the woman itself. But I'm saying when you fake who you are, presenting that you're something else, just to get clout or to get somewhere.
The imposter syndrome exists throughout social media. So now watch this. Profile pictures primarily look different from the rest of the photos. Mm-hmm. So when I go to the profile, I'm clicking on, I blow it up, look at it, and then I scroll down and look at my life. And most women, watch this, who only post from here up and don't post down, I can already tell when I go to that picture, I can only see your face. You're not accustomed to being comfortable with your body.
Who you are. That's like low key to me. That's yeah. Let me ask you this question then. Real talk, for real. Like, let me ask you.
All right.
Would you rather have a low key real chick or a high key fake chick, but they all look the part?
I would have a low key real chick.
Yeah. Why?
Because I would rather get the genuine, authentic person versus the chick that she got to put on her hair, and it gets hair, okay? But she got to put on her lashes, her hair, her, her makeup, her left leg, her right leg, her elbow, her knee. Well, she got to put on all these things. Wait. Watch this. Before she walk out the house, okay? Because she got to make sure she's seen a certain type of way. No, I choose a low-key, real woman over her anytime, every day, all day long.
Do you frequent strip clubs?
You know I don't know why you ask me no shit like that.
It's for the people. Just for the people, man.
Okay, but I'm saying yes. Yeah, let me answer. Let me answer Big Daddy question. Yes.
This motherfucker. Why can't you just answer the question?
Yeah, I say yes.
Okay. When we go into a strip club and we see some of the finest women out there on the floor.
Okay.
Faked in the motherfucker. But what do we gravitate towards? So that's my point of I'm going back to a lot of the high class or the high key fake ones that really look the part. Most of them motherfuckers gravitate towards. You know why? Because they like set the standard. They're believed to be the standard.
Well, society has given
But
us.
that's my
So
point.
if you
Yeah.
go back, so like when the first African model, not she wasn't the first, but she was one of the first that was not accustomed to the norm when it came to beauty. Was a dark skinned, bald head, tall, slender. I can't think of her name.
Grace
but
Jones?
not Grace, not Grace. After Grace. Anyway, the point I'm making is that society started making beauty look more Caucasian here in this country. Okay, Africans look like black people, but when the hair started to become more elegant, more naturally curly, and the skin started to be a little more fair skin and not so black, it started shifting what beauty looked like. When beauty has always been black. It's always been black. Okay? So then, and then the words that we associate with beauty, when we start looking at all this, and I ain't trying to get political and get all deep and shit like that, but my point is, we made lighter skin, white skin, pure. If you look it up, white, you'll see all kind of pure, incandescent, all of these things. And black is evil. And so we society shifted what real beauty looked like. So now I have a different perspective on beauty when I look at a woman or a man. When especially if they're black, you can be black, you can be thick, and I can see it's fine beauty in you.
Well, my approach is different, man. My beauty is beyond just what we see. For me, beauty is so far beyond what I see. I done dated someone who wasn't beautiful before in terms of what man or society, as we talk about, would say was beautiful.
Right.
Right. I do believe beauty is in the eye of the beholder, straight up for real. Right. So I get that perspective. Right. I think that drives me crazy, though, to answer your question I asked you for even myself, is that I'm with you. I'd rather you be low-key real than to be high-key fake. Because you're right, both of them are going to look the part. A low-key real chick going to look the part. A high-key fake chick going to look the part. They're both going to be that appealing, that lustful part's going to grab you first.
Man, let me say this.
You know what I mean?
I have dated both sides. And the one that always irritated me the most was the woman that was high key fake. You know, if we go in the Lewis store and you get ready to pick out a bag and you talking to me about the bag you getting ready to pick out, but you and the lady who is getting ready to sell us a bag or showing us a bag, this bag here is gonna go with the other 5 bags I have in my closet.
That's the Slex
That
plug.
little big bullshit, though. Fake ass shit. She don't give 2 fucks about how many bags you got in your closet.
It probably isn't
She just want
correct,
to
yeah.
sell you one so she can make some money too. And I get that. I'm just saying.
But that's a part of that clout, Lisa. No, that's a part of it too.
Man, that
they
shit
try to
does-
grab you.
man,
That's a part of that
shit
clout,
used to
Lisa.
burn me the fuck up. Every time I should be like, man, I can't do this fake bougie shit. fake bougie shit.
Yeah, yeah.
That's the shit I'm talking
That
about.
high key fake.
Like, get the fuck out of
I
that.
can't take it.
It's okay to be bougie. I like a little bougie. I like when you kind of look set yourself apart from the rest.
Mm-hmm.
But to be fake about it is a whole nother level, man, that I can't resonate with. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
Because you don't really understand how to bridge the gap to be authentic.
My question is, does this fake shit that we see, the way the society put it on it, does it cause, other women to feel pressure to compete?
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Because that's not the standard. Again, and I said it like 2 or 3 times. This is fucking the standard, the resume for relationships. It's insane.
Why do women use filters? Why do men? Why are filters there?
Why do men keep falling for it?
Because we've already been shaped. For example,
Visual.
like everybody, I got my particular type of woman I like. Typically, I like a lighter skinned woman. That's just typically.
Yeah.
Okay. That's what I like. Now, the manifestation of my kids' mothers, none of them are light skinned. All right. But I'm just saying, what I like and what has manifested can be 2 different things.
So you always dated darker skin?
Well, they're not darker than me. I'm just saying, I like lighter skinned women. I like elegance and beauty because my mind has been shaped too.
You know what? Now that I think about it, shit, my kids, mama, ex-wife, they dark like me.
Well, you're not dark though.
But I'm saying,
you're brown skin.
But in comparison to what society say, I'm black.
Yeah. Well, that's what I mean.
That's what I'm saying. So I have too dated, darker skin, because it's our culture, I guess. Some of us that get it, but it's some of us that step on outside.
But I would say this, and this is I've dated darker skinned women.
I dated,
and I would say that for me, I've had some of my best sexual encounters with darker skinned women. I have. I think the thrill of having a lighter skinned woman, for me, is just that. That's kind of where I like. But it doesn't necessarily have to be that I need to be with a light skinned woman.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? Because a brown skinned woman would do just as well as a darker skinned woman, And I'm not minimizing it. I'm just saying what my preference is. Everybody have a particular type.
Gotcha. But yeah, man, I don't have no preference either. It's funny that both of my kids' mom, my ex-wife rather, and my oldest son's mom, they're darker too, man. So it's something to think about, But my thing is this though, real truth still shines brighter than gold. To me.
Oh, absolutely.
You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
And I think that, when you're dealing with us, when you're dealing with me, you got to come correct, man. I don't like the fakeness of it, Yeah. Look, the filters and all that kind of stuff. Why?
Well, that's why I say it's got to be more than love, because love can be hypocritical.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you can love someone without the truth. Okay, and that's why I love how Scripture says it's love in the truth. Why? Because love without the truth, being a hypocrite. You can if my son or my daughter do something, I love them. But if they do something, the police come to my house and knock on the door, and I excuse their behavior and say, no, he wasn't there, that wasn't him. Mm-hmm. Okay? Then my son or my daughter could go out and do something else that they may not make it back home. That's been a hypocrite in love. At the same time, you can also love without the truth, love without the truth, and that be brutal, where you go around beating folks up with nothing but the truth. You got some of them kind of people too. But the Bible talks about love in truth, and that's what I like. You got to have both. You got to, like you always say, you don't like nobody, don't lie to me. Don't lie. Why you lying? You ain't got to do that. If you love someone, be truthful with them. That's the only way you can grow through it. And so even when we're talking about something like this, when it comes to, what's the fucking topic?
when it comes to the truth. It still shines brighter than gold. Yeah, so that's my point.
Yeah.
You don't need the filters. You don't need to be so fake. You don't have to overdo it. It's overkill. To me, on social media, when this shit with women, man, it's overkill. Every filter on every photo. You want to look smaller than what you are. And I get it. But what happens when you do meet up? What the fuck happens when you made yourself look finer, make yourself look skinnier, and you show up and you 300 fucking pounds? Like, come on.
Okay, so here's what you don't hear. Here's what you don't hear from people who have made it. Okay, when I say made it, arrived. And I'm going to use my sister from Houston, Beyonce, because everybody know Beyonce. Mm-hmm. But when you think about the life of a Beyonce or even a Jay-Z, think about that for a second. Right now, they have the lifestyle that everybody wants. But you never hear them talk about how they in prison. Can't go nowhere. Can't do nothing. If you do go somewhere, you got to make sure you camouflage. You got to make sure your normal life as you know it, does not exist anymore. You can't go to the mall and go shopping. The mall got to come to you. Or if you go anywhere, you got to make sure you got an entourage of security around you because you might get trampled.
So let me ask this question then, though. With all the fake profiles and all the shit we've been talking about on this segment today, right? Was the cost worth it, though, for real? Is the cost of the lie, worth it? Is the cost of the cat worth it? All the shit we talked about tonight, is it worth going down? Is it worth me dating your ass for 6 months, knowing that it's fake as fuck and all that stuff is happening, and do I accept it now? What's the famous line? I'm too far in there. I'm in love. I love him, motherfucker, now. I love him. We in too deep. It's been 6 months. It's been 8 months. But the whole time it's still a lie. Now you're in love with the lie. Now you can't break away. Now it's hard as shit. You're miserable. Now you're paying the price. Is it worth it?
So the answer to the question is no. Nothing is worth your peace. Nothing is worth your pain. Nothing is worth you having to go through. Nothing is. The problem is when you are caught up in a situation where you have bonded, and the sick part about it is you can't get away.
You bonded with bullshit, ain't it something?
No, you bonded with a whole bunch of bullshit.
That's what I'm saying. You bonded with bullshit, and then you can't even break away, man. And that's my point. That's a very expensive price to pay.
It is.
How many folks you think they met up like that and then got married?
Well, it's a lot of marriages, man, that just...
But I'm just saying from that... I'm just talking about strictly from the fake shit. Like, I read an article one time. I don't know how true it was, but it's relative to what we're talking about, right? Mm-hmm. I read an article about this guy over in China, and he married this woman. I mean, she was bad. You look at all the photos, bad.
Yeah.
Right? And then they had 2 kids. I never talk about nobody's kids, disclaimer. But these kids was ugly as shit. And this man could not, like for real, he was like.
I ain't laughing, I'm laughing at him.
Yeah, it's true though.
At the kids, I don't know.
Them kids was ugly as a motherfucker. And listen, and the dad was pissed off. The dad was like, these can't be my fucking kids. Look at me and look at this beautiful woman. He did his research after being married for some years and had multiple kids. And they did research.
Got to find out them wasn't his kids.
No, it was his kids. But this bitch done had makeovers and slimmed down and surgeries and cut on this and facelifts and all that. Fake. Fraud. And he done had a whole family with her. And now he wanted to sue her. He just couldn't believe it. Seriously.
Well, let me say this. I do believe that a woman should beautify herself and whatever that consists of. And if it means you need to put on a little makeup to make it enhance your beauty, if you need to go get a tummy tuck or you need I'm not in favor of a whole bunch of work, but I am in favor of just some work You know.
Mm-mm.
I even thought about going and get my stomach. Boy, they take this out and I got a 6-pack. I ain't got to work for it no more. You know. I mean, I thought about it, but the point is, whatever. Why?
What about
That's why. Wait,
but,
wait. I went and got teeth for that reason.
but hold on. But I'm talking about. What I'm talking about is
No, these fake.
no. I'm talking about the whole appearance. I'm talking about when you 200 pounds and then you put the filter on, so you're 125 pounds.
Yeah,
now.
yeah.
I'm talking about when your hair is like one way, but you portray it to be another way, or you say you got this money, men, right, and your ass.
No,
don't.
let me. No,
It's-
wait. I'm gonna bring it a little closer to home. You go online on social media and you post a picture of yourself. You look clean as shit. Got on nice shit, all this. I come to your place, your shit nasty. Your house ain't clean.
I can't stand
Your
that shit.
room dirty. You don't wash your ass. You don't brush your
Damn.
teeth.
How you don't shit wash your ass?
You know what I'm saying? After a while, you know if a motherfucker wash her ass. You know what I'm saying? I'm only saying this because I saw you one way. I met you one way. And then now that I see you in a whole different light, could that be considered fake?
You damn right it's fake. Come on. It is fake. That's my whole point. And then what the fuck it cost you? You can't get your time back. You invested energy, time. I ain't even just talking about money. Your sweat equity, your resources, man. That shit'll tear you apart, man.
Man, shit, you know.
Well, look, before we get into our sweet and sour, y'all know the routine. Follow us. Please
like
follow
the
us. Subscribe on YouTube.
Yes.
Follow us on all platforms at Sugar Daddies Podcast. That's Sugar Daddies with a Z. DADDYZ. Sugar Daddies with a Z. Follow us on all platforms. We really do appreciate y'all. Thank y'all so much. Okay, I got an idea for sweet and sour. Because you hit a little bit on the head earlier. And you said, we talked about a woman beautifying herself. So let me ask you this thing. Sweet and sour. Those for y'all who tuning in who don't know, we do a sweet and sour segment on every podcast. And sweet if you rock with it, sour if you don't. And let us know if you agree. Call our line. 855-ASK-DADDY. 855-ASK-DADDY. Call us. Let us know if you agree with the sweet and sour for today. All right. So sweet or sour. Is it sweet or is it sour if a woman or a man, if you want to view it that way, get a 6-pack or whatever, but is it sweet or sour if a woman does some major changes to her body, face, ass, the BBLs, all that, right? But major changes. Is it sweet or is it sour if she don't tell you and then y'all have a family relationship and all that shit, the dynamics start happening, and then you find out later on, is it sweet or is it sour?
Okay, I don't want to understand.
Is it sweet or is it sour for a woman who has had all this beautification that she wanted to catch a man and all that she don't tell you for years to come after y'all done got married, had kids and all that
how
shit?
How would she be able to have all this work done and I don't notice or nothing?
Well, before you met her. Could be before you met her.
Oh, you saying she had the work done, then I meet her?
Yeah, she ain't tell you nothing. You see all you.
Okay,
you
so
see beauty.
wait.
You see
so
beauty.
If I see her and I like what I see at the time, and she don't look like what she used to look like, and I like this, I think it's sweet.
You didn't hear the whole question. Listen, that's part of it. Got that. Second part of that is y'all start a family. Almost similar like the Chinese family we talked about. Y'all start a family, but you didn't know what she looked like. Now your kid's looking like the former.
Oh.
Is it sweet or sour? She ain't tell
I
you.
mean, well, let me say this. It would be hard for me to judge my kids because, and by society standards, all my children, 3 boys, 3 girls, they came out, but I had one special needs child though. Hang on.
You
I have
get
one
philosophical with me and
No, I
shit,
have
though.
a
Our
special-
kids are beautiful. We ain't talking about that, though.
Yeah, but I'm only saying that because I do have a special needs child in a wheelchair that has several parts of that's folded up.
We not talking about none of that, though, D.
Wait.
Magnificent.
What you said that the kids didn't look like, and that's what I'm getting to.
We're not talking about shit wrong. We're not talking about special needs. We talking about strictly from gene pool. We talking about the woman was so fucking fake, the gene pool fucked up. We ain't talking about issues. That's a whole different story. We love our kid. We not talking about that. I'm strictly talking about is this woman was so jacked up with the gene pool. She lied. She ain't let you know none of that. Y'all done got married and had family and all that. Just to come to find out, she wasn't who she really was. That's sweet or sour.
If I meet a woman and she is what I like at the time that I meet her, me and her have kids, it's sweet. I don't care what the kids come out and how the kid, because kids ain't gonna determine whether or not what she didn't look at this way. Now, if it was a sex change or something like that, that's a whole nother story.
Well, you can't have no kids in a
Okay.
sex change, so
Yeah, but
we ain't talking about that drastic.
Okay.
I'm just talking about for me, it's
Because you brought the kids up, so I was trying to figure out which angle where you was going with it.
it's a whole angle. Sour shit if you ain't tell me that you had all this work done, you had health issues, you had all that shit, and then we jump in to a situation and then my kids are affected by your bullshit ass lie. That's sour shit to me.
Well, let me say this. I guess I'm a little bit more, I notice everything. I would give a damn if a woman had work done, I'm going to notice it. If you had your lips done, I could see it. If you had your face done, I could see Botox. I could see whether or not your eyebrows have been tattooed or you got microblading, micro shading. I could see whether or not you got a tattoo under your eyeliner or over the eyes. I can see whether or not you got on fake eyelashes or they your real ones. I specifically zone in and look at a woman so that I can tell if she is the total opposite from what she used to look like and she has beautified herself. I'ma still say I think that's sweet because that's what I'm attracted to.
I don't have no problem with that either. Here's where it's sour to me.
Okay.
When I don't know, your ass ain't said shit and it affects what we built. That is sour to me. I'll give you a case of point. I know of a case of women who have had their ass done, but it was so bad it affected their bloodstream that they couldn't have kids. It affected shit where it busts. What if you having sex with a woman you don't know? Now, sometimes you can tell, sometimes you really can't. My point is when it's causing issues and you didn't tell me. I like what I see. I like all that shit. And I'm for it. Beautify yourself. Let me know you. I love all that shit. But when it causes when it's to a point where it's fake, and it's so fake that you believing that's how it's supposed to be, and it's so fake that it's affecting your health, your body, and shit we creating, our kids and all that, that's sour to me.
Well, it's sour in that, in my opinion, like, if you ain't asking the right questions or any questions about it, because of course when you get into a relationship and you start to have kids, you're gonna see a woman's body change.
Absolutely.
And all that.
Absolutely.
So those are things, and Big Daddy just hit the nail on the head. Make sure you ask questions.
Oh man,
before you get into a relationship with someone who has had work done.
Yeah.
So you can make sure that there's nothing stopping the reproductive organs if you guys decide to have kids.
Yeah. Because I'm going to give you another example and then we'll wrap this up, right? I follow somebody on social, right? And when I first started following her, I'm talking about bad to the bone. I liked everything I saw. I mean, the exercise and all that shit. You know how we follow. We like shit. I started following. Then she had a BBL, right? Mm-hmm. Now, she's still fine now, bad. But it's such a turnoff to me because I know the original now. And I see the new enhanced, the fake part, we could say, you know, the shit you added on. Should have added on a little ass, got little titties on. It wasn't even necessary. To me, I don't know why they did it on that. I'm not judging that. Hear me out. I'm not judging that by any means. I'm just talking about from my perspective of what is it the attraction? Why some women do what they do, but then for me it being a turnoff because I was turned on to what I saw first.
Yeah, well, and that's okay. It's the same thing as going to the gym. You know, you could you take a you
Most
take
people
a,
that go to the gym be pissed that you say that.
yeah,
Don't
but
compare no gym to no BBL.
No, I'm not. No, hear me out. So it's the same way as going to the gym. You came to the gym looking one way. 90 days later, you look a whole nother way. So it could be that, hey, did you have some work done? Did you do it? No, I just been working out. So you could be attracted to the old me or the one before the gym, or you could be attracted to the new me.
But hold
the
on.
one in the gym.
But hold on. If you go into the gym and you 150 pounds when you go, and then in 3 days your ass is 200 pounds and you bulk the fuck up, you taking a whole bunch of steroids to shoot some shit up.
Well-
and ain't nobody gonna be attracted to that. If a woman in one way, you looking this way today, and then 3 days later your whole shit done changed. You ain't work for it.
Well,
You work for it, you just pay for it. I mean, I'm
let me
okay with, again, I'm okay with the beautiful, I'm okay with the enhancing.
Yeah.
What I'm not okay with is it's masked to a point where it's causing pain, issues, or what have you, or it's just so bad, it's so fucking fake that, again, I use the analogy, I was turned on this way before, and now I'm not because.
Well, okay, so I got a question then.
Okay.
Is it sweet or is it sour for a man to like all the fake?
I think it's sweet.
Okay, because some dudes, man, Atlanta full of nothing but fake booty.
Well, no, I say it's sweet because it's to each his own.
Right.
If you ask
That's
my
my-
personal, it'd be sour for me.
Yeah.
Because that's just that personal. But you're right. Man. We talked about it. Society has made it okay. Society has made it okay for it to be allowed and that be the standard.
I look at it like this. When you saw it, social media, once again, showing, I go to my feed and big booties, because I watch booties, so I guess it just come up on my feed, right? So when I see that, some of it is a little too much. It's too much. Like, damn,
absolutely.
too much. So now, because I used to be into with the big booties, but now I'm really not even into. You know why? You want to know why?
Yeah, why?
Because you can't move that shit.
It's stiff.
You can't move.
It's hard.
You can't really
Yeah.
You get this, you can't even move in the bed the way you say.
Isn't it like stiff?
Yeah, it would be hard.
Do they lose like sensitivity?
I don't know. I don't know if they do or if they don't, but I do know this, that when everybody got their teachers on, some women can still feel. Some women, their nerve endings come back like you got women that have a breast reduction. They move the nipple.
Yeah,
right.
I'm familiar.
And for a long time they can't feel nothing, and then all of a sudden it comes up. Yeah, it come back.
I wonder if it. Sometimes they don't come back. It ain't funny. It ain't funny, but it ain't.
Sometimes it don't.
Can you imagine having some work done to your penis and that feeling don't come back?
Oh
shit! How you think that make you feel though?
Well, the only time if you gonna go get some work done is if you kind of insecure with what you have, But you hope that you get everything back.
You think that's why they all go get work done?
People go get work done because they don't like what they see. That's why they get work done. Other than that, you didn't like
health reasons.
You didn't like. Give me one.
I'm overweight. I need to go and have a what do you call it? A lap band.
So you gonna go in there, so you getting your ass in that gym and eating right, and you doing it the hard way. You take the easy way out. Now watch this, because I know a couple of people that actually died from the lap band surgery.
Yeah. Kanye mom, I think, was having some type of surgery like that and died. I agree with that, but I'm talking about what if it is real health shit where you might get ready to have a heart attack or something. You got
Yeah,
to do
well,
it.
so I mean, that's different.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah,
if it's
yeah.
health reasons or something, then you got to do what you got to do.
But we talking about the fake shit.
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
Come
yeah,
on.
yeah.
Or you make a choice to be fake.
Yeah. Well, listen, this has been good, man. I appreciate everybody tuning in. Don't forget to download Sugar Daddy's podcast, Sugar Daddy's with a Z, anywhere you get your podcast.
That's it.
Download, man. We look forward to it. This is good, magnificent.
Hey, man, I'm with it.
Listen, this has been Luxury Lies, when women fake the lifestyle online. This has been another episode. I'm your boy, Big Daddy.
And I'm magnificent. This has been Real Talk.
Real Connections.